Draw.
The Pokemon trading card game just released Shrouded Fable. And so I'm going to open an Elite Trainer box, spin a wheel to determine the Pokemon and the form they'll take, and then I'm going to draw them. I actually get some cool stuff in the card packs, so make sure to watch the video all the way through, and why don't you comment down below what your favorite Pokemon card you've ever pulled is, even if it is a knockoff. Alright, let's get started with our first pack.
It's time once again for the Shrouded Fable card packet openings. We've got the Loyal Free and Petulant here. Have a look at the Petulant card. Very nice. I think we should just get into opening them and see how we go. I do have some cats around me, so if they do decide to pop in, that'll be an extra surprise for everyone. Alright, let's start with the Okie Dokie pack. I have no idea what we're getting here, so it'll be quite interesting to see. Oh, that was surprisingly easy to open. Ooh. Alright, let's hope for something good. Let's get that code card out of here. Alright. First we've got... Oh my god. That is adorable. What a cute Eevee card. Krogunk? That's... Wow, the art here is already going off. Stuffle, very cute. Zubat. Janine's Secret Art. Ooh, an Iron Moth Future. Ah, that's some beautiful art. And Sliverwing, wow, okay. We got the two different Volcaronas. Very cool. Next, we've got... Ooh, Reverse Holo Genesect. An Ace Spec card, it seems. Very cool. Next. Oh, we just pushed around a toy. Next, we've got a Reverse Holo Absol. Very cool. And finally, we have... Ooh, that's a cool Dusknoir card. Very nice. And a Basic Energy. Whee! Alright, first pack, let's go.
Let's spin the wheel of Mons. And we got Eevee, good start. And for forms, we got... Oh, a Toy Paradox. If you don't know what toy paradoxes are, check out this video, but essentially, they're just toy Pokemon come to life. Now, I've done a toy paradox Eevee before in Felted Friend, and while making another form for it would be cool, I thought what if instead we continued along this patchwork Eevee idea and upgraded it. So with a new toy paradox item, the Upgrade Kit, it would enhance the toy paradox Pokemon. In this Eevee's case, it doesn't get more stats or anything, but now incorporates its evolutions into every part, giving it a sort of Protean ability. Initially I thought of maybe making it a transformer that could switch between the evolutions, but showing that in the art would have been nigh impossible, unless it was maybe just one form instead of all of them, and also I didn't want to draw a different evolution transformation for each of them. I don't know if anyone actually does this, like, you know, getting a bunch of different plush toys and then stitching them all together, like that one kid Sid from Toy Story. I mean, it would be interesting, the weird Kid Bash plush, but also kind of horrifying. I really had to make some decisions on which evolutions would get what part of it. Sylvia got sort of shafted here to just the bow, but it was a cute choice, and I tried to make sure that each part kind of showed at least some of the original evolution's most important traits. Don't ask me why I keep doing Chimera Pokemon. I just think they're neat. Felted Friend upgraded, the Paradox Pokemon. A Pokemon found within the pages of a mysterious catalog, upgraded with the Upgrade Kit item, is the Felted Friend. This Pokemon appears to be an old plushie of various Eevees and its evolutions in a patchwork display. Each part attached to the Felted Friend has its own soul and contains elemental powers, which allow the Felted Friend a wide range of previously inaccessible elemental abilities. If a part loses its stitching and falls off, a ghostly energy will emerge and attempt to hold the part in place until its trainer or a kind person reattaches it. Felted Fred has a new ability called Plush Chimera, where it changes the Pokemon's secondary typing to the move they are about to use at the beginning of the turn, keeping the normal and ghost type but ditching the ghost type whenever it uses another move.
Alright, pack number 2, we've got the Pecharunt. Let's see if it's as easy to open this one. It is not. Almost had me. Oh, we got it though. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get that open and throw it away. Code card upside. Alright, let's jump into it. Oh, we got the Dartrix. He looks very confused. Like, yeah, what are you doing here? We got the Stuffle again. Ooh, a very nice Houndoom art. Furfru, yes, finally, a Furfru. I haven't seen one of them in years. A Binding Mochi. Oh, a Malamar. That art is amazing. Man. A Galvantula, very cute Galvantula. Cassiopeia, don't know who that is. A reverse holo Malamar, I heard that I liked it. And... ooh! A holo Zorua, yes! Oh, that's... I love that. And what else do we have? A Dark Energy. Oh well, that was anticlimactic.
Alright, next spin. Then we got Galvantula. And for the second spin, we got Regional Form. So this one came with a bit of research and I settled on Paldea in a form of wolf spider that's commonly called a tarantula. Obviously, I'm not going to show any of the actual references here, that's too scary for me, but I really like the idea of combining the idea that these spiders carry their young on their backs, and a thing called tarantism, an old phrase where people thought spider bites from these spiders brought about fits of uncontrollable joy and dancing. And also, I've been playing Disco Elysium and I have disco on the mind, so I thought, what if the prevo for this in Joltik was some kind of shiny panel-like design that would almost swarm form onto this groovy 70s disco Galvantula, complete with fuzzy pink leg warmers and all, and when they do climb upon its back, it'd make this sort of shiny, slow-moving disco ball shape. The more I think about this, the idea is kind of horrifying. Just this giant spider with a slow-shifting disco ball that looks like eyes. I wanted to rep our godly Olympian breakdancer here, so Galvantula is busting it down Australian style, with both legs up doing a sick dance pose, which should absolutely score it at least 1 point, I'm sure. I'm really happy with how this one turned out, especially the round filling of the disco ball booty there. Very disco if you ask me. Galvantula, the Tarantism Pokemon, a bug and psychic type. This form of Galvantula can only be found in the Paldea region, and is famous for its curious dancing ability. It carries its young Joltik on its back. The Joltik are almost mirror sheen-like, and patterned in such a way that Galvantula's back resembles a disco ball covered in eyes, which it uses to blind and disorient foes. Galvantula's bite has a strange effect, causing great joy in the target and making their bodies dance until they can no longer move. This peculiar effect seems to be a method of hunting, allowing Galvantula to wear down its prey without the need to chase them. Galvantula have the abilities Dancer and Clear Body.
Alright, next we've got the Phasandipity. Well, this one might be easier to open, I feel. Oh yeah. They're making the packets easier to open for me specifically. You. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, we got a spooky Duskull with the Come and Get You. A very cute Qfin. An Inkay with the mischievous tentacles. A Joltik. Another Cassiopeia. A Galvantula. Academy at Night. a reverse holo Night Stretcher, and a Crobat. Cool. Oh wait, no, we've got someone else. We've got the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Oh, that's some nice art. Love that shimmer shine. Very cool.
Next spin, and we got Crobat. Nice. And the form we got, oh, another Toy Paradox. Crobat gets a pass because I honestly love its design and the purple is very pleasing to my eyes. Zubat and Golbat can return to the cave whence they came, however, because I'm sick of these dudes. Straight away I knew what I wanted for this form. One of those flying fairy kind of designs you watch just fly to the most unfortunate places all the time. I loved these toys as a kid. I never had one, but my friend did. I think they were called like Dragonfly Maximize or something, the like weird boy version ones. But they just make me so happy to watch. Here the actual top part of it is a multi-segmented Crobat. Instead of its X shape they normally make, the wings are flat and each section would spin in different directions. But I wanted to make it sort of a 2-for-1 deal here and make the launcher also part of the Pokemon. So, stuck on the ground or it can be picked up by the plastic copter here, it's a Zubat launcher. The one with all the power on the bottom here. Now I know the Flying Fairy type would have worked very well here for the funnies of it being based on a Flying Fairy, but hear me out here. The Zubat is on the ground while the Crobat is flying above, and it being flying ground is kind of just a fun, stupid idea. This thing looks and feels as if it's made out of flimsy plastic. Watch as it flies into the nearest volcano or something tragic like that. Plastic Copter, the Paradox Pokemon, a flying and ground type. A Pokemon found within the pages of a mysterious catalog resembles a certain Pokemon and plastic device that kids love to watch launch high into the sky. Plastic Copter comes in 2 parts that share the same mind. The main head, which stays on the ground and thinks about strategy, and the head that launches into the sky to fire attacks and dive bomb foes. Without the ground unit, the sky unit cannot fly and must return to the ground unit to prepare for flight again. While it can carry the ground unit, it moves much slower as a result. Plastic Copter has the ability Whimsicott, which most Toy Paradoxes normally have, which boosts a Pokemon's most proficient stat in misty terrain, or if the Pokemon is holding booster energy.
Everything's going to be monkey-dory as we open up this next packet. My pun will get me the cards that I want. Surely. Let's make sure that it doesn't spoil anything. Alright, what do we got? We got the Dusclops. We got the Rowlet. A cute little Axew. A Zorua, very cute. Ooh, Weavile. That's cool art. 06 Machinations. I don't know how to say his name properly, so I hope I said that right. Ooh, a Sylveon. A very menacing looking Sylveon. Oh, a reverse holo Stuffle. And a reverse holo Crogun. And finally, ooh, yes! An Okidogi EX. Oh, look at the art on that. That's awesome. Alright, one of the loyal 3 gotten. Let's hope we can get the other ones. And, oh, a shiny fighting energy. Cool.
And spin time. Alright, Zorua, the best outcome. And for form we get... Ooh, Future Paradox. It begins. Another one where the idea came into my head screaming at me to do. I wanted to play up the illusion aspect of the line here, making Zorua some kind of cute little projector unit that By itself, he's not that powerful, but has the ability to create fancy hard-light constructs that would fight for it. This meant that a large part of the art was just drawing Zorua in a sort of broken up holographic form, like some kind of Star Wars hologram layer looking It sort of put the hologram in front of itself during battles, maybe even be turned around until it's defeated where the hologram would fizzle and it would just sadly fall apart. During colors, I decided to keep it that very generic hologram blue that you'd see in every sci-fi, but jazz it up with some of that good old-fashioned Future Paradox white dot energy that they do. But honestly, it's just an aesthetic design choice, it's wild. I chose Dark Ghost for this one. Kind of tie the two Unova and Hisuian types together. And I mean, a hologram's this technological ghost. Yeah, think about it. That's a real head scratcher there, I'm sure. Iron Hologram, the Paradox Pokemon, a dark and ghost type. A robot featured in a paranormal magazine is said to be the next step in entertainment, one day surpassing today's screens. Iron Hologram can create hard-like constructs from the projector on its tail, which is programmed to resemble Zorua, especially when it uses the hologram to attack or defend. It creates large Pokemon constructs to intimidate its foes and deter them from attacking, even mimicking the projected Pokemon's cries. Iron Hologram has the ability Quark Drive.
We got the Okie Dokie EX. Can we chase it up with something just as cool? Pheasantipity, give us something good. Give us some Pheasantipity. I don't know, that's not a pun that's gonna work with this, is it? Oh, cute, we got the Sneasel hitting the pose. Furfuro. Dartrix. Absol. Colress's Tenacity, that's a cool looking card actually. A Hypno, great, very cool. Oops, I jumped ahead a bit. 06 Machinations. A Reverse Hollow Dusclops. Reverse Hollow Blood Moon Ursaluna. And... oh, a Cresselia. Oh, that's kind of lovely card art actually. And a Basic Energy. Cool.
Spin to win, baby! Yeah, and we got Dartrix. Yeah. And form spin, we get Past Paradox. Well, alright then. This Situai is already kind of a prehistoric owl, so I decided to go along this route of a more aggressive ancient owl that feels a bit less humanoid than what this Situai goes for. I thought it'd be fun to go more towards a route of a bigger, thicker Dartrix that doesn't have the grass type anymore and kind of becomes more of a generic owl that's just a massive bully. Keeping the idea of the leaf eyebrows and bow tie, but now just becoming tufts of fur, or feathers in this case. And then the eyebrows, almost combat whips that do the sort of owl 360 head spin, but that'd make it a spinning Beyblade head of doom. I decided that unlike Dartrix, who almost always has its eyes closed unless you're washing it or petting it the wrong way, here Hootbrow has one eye always open and in a permanent scowl. It's the scowl owl that loves to prowl. I gave it fighting flying type here, but I think maybe even normal flying would have fit well. Or even ground flying, but then we would have two ground flying Pokemon in the same video. Hootbrow, the Paradox Pokemon, a fighting and flying type. Resembling an ancient form of Dartrix introduced in a dubious magazine, Hootbrow was said to be a formidable and devastating hunter that prowled its territory on the ground. Though it could fly, it preferred using its great strength and whip-like brows to batter down foes. It would only take to the skies if it needed to drop a foe from a high place. Underneath its wings, it had razor-sharp feathers that it could use for long-range attacks when necessary. Hootbrow has the ability Protosynthesis.
Okay, Monkey Dory time again. Maybe the Monkey Dory packs are the lucky ones. Yeah. Open for me. Oh, a Varun. Cool. Absol. Fraxure. Cool. Duskull. A Power Glass. Interesting. Crobat. Janine's Secret Art. 06 Machinations. I'm sick of this dude already. Reverse Hollow Seadra. Just chilling, shooting some water. And... oh, Tapu Bulu. Oh, cool. What are you doing here, buddy? And basic energy.
Alright, Pokemon spin time, and we got... Fraxure, heck yeah. And for form we got... ooh, Eevee Omega. Let's make a new split evolution for Fraxure. The sadness I feel that the Axew line isn't a pseudo is so real. They deserve it, just like how Salamence and Metagross got to be together up there. Oh well, Haxorus is awesome, so for this split Evo, I wanted to keep the idea of axes relatively the same, but lean more towards an evolution that starts to be a bit more Sorolophus in design and be more of a defensive Pokemon, being plated all over in quite sharp, hard plates, making it look a bit like some kind of bladed bastion more than Haxorus. I love the idea of giving it more of these curved outwards plates that make me think of the Sydney Opera House, and really helps sell the design of this thing being a steel and dragon type bastion of pain. Although these types of dinosaurs don't really have sails, I thought it'd be fun to give it sort of a axe head back sail, mixing in a bit of a Spinosaurus, giving Baxcalibur a run for its money here. This one is probably one of my fave designs I've just done in general, and definitely would have it on my team. Sauralon, the axe sail Pokemon, a steel and dragon type. Sauralon evolves from Fraxure at level 48 while holding a protector. Sauralon lives with Haxorus within their territories, and usually serves as protectors of the young while Haxorus goes hunting. Although their tusks aren't as sharp as those of Haxorus, their bodies are covered in sharp plates that can cut anything foolish enough to attack them. Their large central axe sail cannot cut much due to its position, but helps regulate their temperature. In a dire situation, Sauralon can throw itself into a full-blown charge to try and cut the enemy with it. Sauralon has a new ability called Bladed Body, where physical attacks that hit this Pokemon have a chance to damage the attacker, or raise this Pokemon's attack stat.
I'll put Okie Dokie down here while we go through our packets. We've got 3 packets left. Let's see what wonderful things come about. Hooah! Okay. Right, we got the Seadra, Krogunk, Golbat. That's a new one. Persian. Oh, that's some nice art. Oh, Yveltal. Boy, damn, that's cool. Colress's Tenacity again. Another Janisect. Pokey Vital A. Whoa, the colors on this is so nice. Ace Spec. Very cool. Oh, that feels nice. Oh, yeah. Reverse Hollow Toxicroak. A Hollow Haxorus. That Ace Spec must have taken the other shiny spot. That's like Renaissance art. Damn.
Only a few more to go. Spin time. No, Seadra, eh? And form spin we got the Future Paradox again. I'm an engineer, buddy. That means I solve problems, like what's stopping me from turning Seadra into some kind of turret abomination that I could place in front of my intelligence? Alright, I can't put too much TF2 in a video, but there's the idea. Already this line of Pokemon was always known for their water-shooting mouths, so turning it into some kind of turret was rather easy. A big barrel nose with a side for shooting was the easy part, but what about the rest of the design? I thought it'd be fun if this turret was so powerful it was just brimming with energy that it needed to vent, so the fin parts on normal Seadra become these blasts of energy that would flare up whenever it fired an attack. As a turret, it'd be a bit flimsy though, if it just had the spiral pattern on the base, so I decided to give it 3 little stand feetsies. I imagine in-game it'd fly about normally, folding in and out those feet whenever it landed on the ground. If it shoots while in the air, it just sends itself flying like a Jigglypuff in the wind. Iron Turret, the Paradox Pokemon, a water and electric type. A robot featured in a paranormal magazine, advertised as the future of security, resembles a certain Pokemon. Its large barrel nose contains a significant amount of energy that must be constantly vented from its sides to prevent overheating. A single shot from Iron Turret can completely destroy even heavily armored vehicles. The free sturdy feet it has can lock it in place, preventing recoil from its attacks. Without these supports, the robot would be sent flying by its own firepower. Iron Turret has the ability Quark Drive.
Alright, next up we've got our second last pack. Let's wish for some good luck. Okay, we've got Drowsy, just straight chillin'. Horsey, very cute. Golbat. Axew. Ooh, Curum. That's cool. I like that. Night Stretcher. Decidueye. That's actually really nice art. A reverse hollow Persian. A reverse hollow Rowlet. And another Cresselia. 2 in a row, okay. Well, not in a row, but you know.
Alright, spinny spin type. And we got Cresselia. Wow. And form spin time, we get oh, a Convergent. Interesting. Cresselia is a duck or swan, right? Like some kind of legendary duck swan thing. So obviously I'm going to go straight to the idea of what if there was a duck Pokemon that just looks straight up like Cresselia. It's so hilariously obvious that it wraps around to being silly and lovable. I wanted to base it on the crested duck, a duck that kind of has some extra adornments to make it easier to adapt it into more of a normal shape. Now I do exactly that, starting with the crescent headpiece that kind of looks sort of like a banana on Cresselia, becoming this almost cloud-like fluffy head of feathers, where if you squint, you could swear that's a Cresselia in the distance. All the Convergent Pokemon keep very similar eye shapes for the most part, so I followed suit and kept Cresselad's eyes here similar but ending in a rounded beak instead of the strange flesh mouth it normally has. You can see for the most part the body keeps the same idea as Cresselia, just filling in the magic moon parts into actual wings, and even giving it feet now so it has to waddle about. Haha, I've normalized you. The back crescent was the only thing that was a bit of a stretch, but I like to imagine it as part of the tail that it wiggles when it's a happy duck. Comment down below if you want to see me make a Convergent or normalize other legendaries like this in a video. Might be fun. Cresselia, the mallard Pokemon, a normal and flying type. Cresselia are found throughout their region and are often seen as pests due to their territorial and grumpy nature. Their specialized feathers allow them to survive in most conditions, and clothing made from Cresselia feathers is warm and comfortable. However, apart from this, the feathers have no other special properties. Many stories claim that the legendary Pokemon Cresselia was once this Pokemon, and transformed into what we see today. However, there is no solid evidence for this aside from their similar appearance, and Cresselia are nowhere near as majestic or beautiful as Cresselia. Cresselia have the ability Simple and Overcoat.
Alright, the Pokemon Company, our final card pack, the Okie Dokie. Give us something amazing. Believe in the heart of the cards. Alright, we got Houndoom, Rowlet, Fraxure, Persian, another Malamar, Sylveon, Yveltal, Houndour. Ooh, a full art Houndoom. Wow, that is amazing. Oh, the art on that is next level. And another shiny Haxorus. Wow. Okay, sorry, Haxorus, but you've kind of been usurped here. Oh, I love that. Alright, well, I guess Houndoom gets 2 goes on the wheel.
Alright, final spin time. And of course we got Houndoom. With it having 2 entries, it was bound to happen. And form spin we get and Eevee. It's already got a Mega, so let's go further beyond. I base this new Eevee very much off Mega Houndoom. I mean, it's a Mega evolution, it makes sense, but I wanted to lean further into the Hellhound and Cerberus idea, not to the full point where it'd have full-on extra heads, as I don't think that's really part of the sequence, but instead jumping into the point where the bone-like protrusions all over its bodies form into skull-like looking parts that are vaguely dog-shaped, very vaguely. And these heads would have burning fires within them that would help it in attacking, while the sort of bottom jaw is only hinted in teeth-like protrusions on the leg. It probably looked like it constantly talking from the mouths on its shoulders as it runs, which is kind of funny in its own way. I did use a lot of parts from Mega Houndoom, as it makes sense that kind of the Mega would influence this evolution. Am I the only one here that already finds Houndoom and the Mega scary in looks and concepts? So this kind of gets even spookier in its own. I go back a couple of times with the shadows, even trying a new technique here, which actually gave it a bit more form and impact, so I might try doing that in the other designs going forward. But like the Houndooms in the card art here, Houndred is ready to hunt and take down its prey. Houndred, the Hellhound Pokemon, a Dark and Fire type. Houndred evolves from Houndoom at level 35 after defeating a foe with a critical hit. The eerie howls of Houndred are only heard once it has secured its prey, which is why Houndred is often called the Reaper of the Pokemon world. The 2 almost skull-like protrusions on its side emit a sulphurous smell and are incredibly hot to the touch. When Houndred attacks, these protrusions also channel its attacks, increasing their power. A single Houndred will lead a pack of Houndoom. If other Houndoom evolve, they must either fight for leadership of the pack or leave. Houndred have the ability Solar Power and Flash Fire. I think that ended up being some pretty good packs we got. A cool full art and Okie Dokie EX, and who could forget old Power Glass. But what did you think of the video? Comment your thoughts on the designs, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos. Next we have Stellar Crown TCG coming out, so look out for that next month. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.